Hello everyone, welcome to the Careers channel. My name is Kudzi Nyakutumba. I'm a third year medical student. In our discussion today, I'm going to target two groups of people. Those that are considering to join medical school and those that have just started medical school. Firstly, we want to talk about the issue of imposter syndrome. This is when you feel like you don't belong there, when you feel like it's too difficult for you and you should just drop out. So now when you're getting into med school, you're getting into a class that is full of people that have always been the creme de la creme. So everyone has always been the top in their schools, the top in their classes, and now everyone now is competing against each other. So you might feel like this is not for you, you might feel like this is too hard for you, but always remember that the fact that you made it into the school is proof enough that you belong there. Speaking of imposter syndrome, I remember when I was in first year, I struggled with anatomy. I didn't have a background of what to expect in anatomy. I just came from A-level, and now getting into a class that had everyone who had something about anatomy, I just felt like I didn't belong there. I felt like I should have started preparing earlier. So after talking to this other girl who was in her 5th year, she told me that it happens, and she reminded me that when we are starting, we are all starting. We all don't know what is happening. So even if they have some knowledge on something that I don't, I still have time to get that knowledge. I still have time to learn something from what we were learning. So when you face that, remember, do not shut everyone out. Just find someone to talk to. You can pray about it, and remember, you belong there. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is studying hard versus studying smart and consistent. I remember when I started first year, I was really trying to study hard. I would spend time in the library. I would spend time reading. I would sleep less until this other lecturer told me, you need to study smart and not hard. So studying smart now is understanding how well you understand each module. There are modules like anatomy, they're so contextual. So you just need to filter the information, take what is important, and build habits that you're going to be consistent on. Just read over and over again so that you're able to understand on what is really important, rather than just taking everything and wanting to understand one thing at one go. Then you will have to be able to get out of your comfort zone. I understand in high school, most of the people are just dealing with situations alone. They're just reading alone. It's usually one man for himself. But then when you get into med school, you're supposed to be able to interact with others. Do not be scared to ask for help. When you do not understand something, you can go to someone who understands it. So I remember when I was in first year, still struggling with anatomy, when I saw some girl who was really doing well in her grades, I asked her what she was using, and then she referred me to some guys who were tutoring people. So I went to those guys and I got the help that I needed, and after that I started passing my anatomy. So do not come with that mind of saying I can do this alone. Be open-minded, be able to interact with people socially and academically. Then I want to talk about the people you're going to surround yourself with. Surround yourself with good people that are going to encourage you to study, not to waste your time on things that really don't matter. So I remember I had a friend. She had friends outside our friendship, and it really didn't go well because all they did was to party and go out instead of studying. I even remember one time we were supposed to pull an all-nighter. She told me she was going to her aunt's place, but she was actually going out with her friends. And you don't want to know how that ended. So what I'm saying is, surround yourself with people that are going to respect your studies, people that are going to respect that you need to achieve your dream. So they are going to push you towards your goal, and you will hold each other accountable. Now I want to talk about study groups. Be ready to have a group of friends that you're going to study with. I remember first year, I spent the first half of the year studying alone. My grades were ish, but yeah, after I joined the study group, I then realized there were things that I was failing to understand alone, but they were now better to understand because I was having friends who were helping me to understand. So I have an active study group and be able to participate in that study group, because now participating will then help you retain the knowledge that you have read. It will help you retain the information that you have read. Next, I want to talk about having a life outside med school. Med school can be so exhausting, so it is important that you have a life that is outside it. You need to have healthy habits that are going to help you refresh your mind. If you are going to go to church, you need to. If you're going to have a sport, if you're going to have a club or go to the gym, just anything that will help you refresh. Of course, I'm not talking about things like drug and alcohol abuse. I am talking about healthy habits that will help you reset so that when you get back to your books, you are highly focused and you are productive. Now let's talk about passing med school. You just need 50% to pass and go to the next level. You might say it's just 50%, but it's not an easy 50%. You should learn not to gatekeep information. Be able to share whatever information you have with your peers, and I'm sure they'll also share the information they have with you. So, do not gatekeep information. Learn to share that information. It is for your own benefit, and you will notice that it will be more blessed to give than to receive. Now let's talk about situations where you fail to meet the pass mark. So as I said before, the pass mark is 50%. When you fail to meet that pass mark, they might give you a supplementary. And if you pass the supplementary, you'll be able to proceed. If you, however, fail the supplementary, they will tell you to repeat the whole year just doing that 1 unit or 2 units that you have failed in. If you don't get a supplementary at all, they will just ask you to repeat the units that you have failed the whole year. In the case that you get a supplementary exam, do not panic. Pick yourself up. Of course, you're going to feel disappointed, but that's not the end of the world. Do not start having that imposter syndrome. Seek for help. I know you have friends that would have made it. You can seek for help from them. And you can also make a study group with those that are also taking the supplementary exam. Then you can help each other out, help each other figure out where you must have gotten it wrong. So do not worry at all. It is all going to be all right. In the case that you're repeating a unit, I know you might feel like you've been left behind, or your friends are proceeding to the next level and you're still stuck in first or second year. Do not lose heart as well. Just know that you have to learn from your mistakes. I know you must have done something that maybe made you be left out, or maybe you are behind in your studies, but just learn from that and be able to correct each and everything that you feel like you did wrong. So you are going to make it and you're going to do it. So just be consistent in your studies and just learn from new ways of studying. I forgot to mention, if you do need a counselor, you must get one. In most schools, most medical schools, they will provide a counselor for students who will need one. So do not be afraid. Do not shut everyone out. Be able to talk about what you're going through and be able to be free to take advice from people. You might even find out that you're not the first one to repeat. There are other even important doctors out there who even repeated maybe twice. So you never know. You still have hope and you will still make it. Now let's talk about experiences during training. Be ready for long hours. This is now different from high school, where you just have a class that is about 30 minutes long. You're going to have 3-hour-long lectures. You're going to have practicals that are 5 hours long. So be able to work for long hours, and those long hours are unavoidable. So be consistent and be able to participate in all the classes. The other thing is that you should be ready to work with cadavers. These are dead bodies that you're going to be working on. You're going to dissect them and you're going to learn the whole anatomy of those bodies. I remember when I started, I didn't expect to see a dead body in my first session. Well, first session, I just had a dead body in front of me. So you really need to mentally prepare yourself, because I know Passing high school might not mean you're really ready for medical school. So you should really be up for it. So yeah, just come prepared. Because also it does not end there. In third year, you go for postmortems. Now you're working on recently dead bodies. Now you're going to have to open the bodies and be able to see what was actually wrong with the person before they died. So just come with hands on deck so that you do not back out when it's almost halfway through. Finally, let's talk about something that is normally ignored: language. If you're studying in a foreign country like I am, you should be able to learn the local language. Your course might be offered in English, but the patients that you're going to treat might not be able to speak English. So you should be able to know the basics so that you're able to communicate with your patients. You won't be able to force your patients to speak English. So be ready to learn that language so that you can be able to communicate properly. So, as I conclude, if you get the opportunity to get into med school, or maybe you've already gotten into med school, embrace it and enjoy being in med school. Med school is so fun, but just come prepared to learn and come prepared to study. You're going to enjoy it and you're going to have fun. It is so rewarding and it is worth the time. We have come to the end of our discussion. I hope you really enjoyed and I hope it was helpful. Please like, share and subscribe. See you in the next one.